Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is P1 on mediums. Danny van Rooyen is up 18.82 in Agostini. Danny van Rooyen is up 18.85 in Brundle. Danny van Rooyen improved his first with a 1:13.098. Peter Grobler is P2 up 27.44 on softs. Peter Grobler is up 27.38 in bomb hole. Peter Grobler improved his P2 with a 1:13.389. 0.291 off pole. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan in Bentley Straight is 6th up 0.29 on softs. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Dewald Lambert improved his fourth with a 1:13.656. 0.558 off pole. Blake Kruger from South Africa is P3 up 0.12 on mediums. Dylan Visagi from South Africa in Bentley Straight is P8 up 10.49. Ernest Heather from South Africa in Bentley Straight is P10 up 8.00 on mediums. Peter Grobler in Coram is P2 up 0.63. Peter Grobler is provisional pole with a 1:12.967. Dylan Visagi is 9th up 12.94. Dylan Visacci improved is 6th with a 1:14.121. 1.154 off pole. Danny Van Ruyen is 2nd. Danny Van Ruyen is provisional pole with a 1:12.892. Dylan Visacci is 6th up 0.10. Mike Gear from South Africa in Bentley Straight is 8th up 0.60. Blake Kruger is 3rd. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa in Bentley Straight is P7 up 0.13 on softs. Peter Geldenhuis improved is P3 with a 1:13.472. 0.580 off pole. Ernest Heather in start finish is 10. Mike Gear in Senna Straight is P8. Mike Gear improved is P5 with a 1:13.502. 0.610 off pole. Dylan Visacci in Palmer is 8th up 0.11. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Ernest Heather is P10 up 0.17. Best lap is a 1:17.981. 5.089 off pole. Ernest Heather improved is P10 with a 1:16.073. 3.181 off pole. Dylan Visacci in Coram is P8 up 0.87. Dylan Visacci improved is P7 with a 1:13.641. 0.749 off pole. Blake Kruger in Bentley Straight is P6 up 0.43 on softs. Danny Van Ruyen is provisional pole with a 1:12.862. Blake Kruger improved is P2 with a 1:12.898. 0.036 off pole. Blake Kruger is up 0.01 in Palmer. Yuan Niemand is P9. Ernest Heather in Bentley Strait is 10th up 0.18. Mark Guy from South Africa in Coram is P8. Mark Guy is up 0.28 in Agostini. Mark Guy is up 0.59 in Brundle. Mark Guy improved his fourth with a 113.327. 0.465 off pole. Mark Guy is up 0.02 in Palmer. Blake Kruger is P2. Best lap is a 112.898. 0.036 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is first. Best lap is a 112.862. Ernest Heather in Williams is P10 up 0.10. Best lap is a 116.073. 3.211 off pole. Ernest Heather is up 0.09 in Coram. Announcer bot is active.
Copyright by BRC.
Mark Guy from South Africa in start finish is first. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is P1. Mike Gear from South Africa is P1. The race session is at Snetterton IRT in Norfolk, Great Britain. The wind speed is 14 km/h from the northeast. Danny van Rooyen is P1. Peter Grobler is second on mediums. Mark Guy from South Africa is third on mediums. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is P4 on softs. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is P5 on mediums. Mike Gear from South Africa is P6. Dylan Visagie from South Africa is P7 on mediums. 15 minutes remaining in the session race start. Danny van Rooyen is first. Mark Guy is P2. Blake Kruger entering the pits is P10. Peter Grobler is P3. Dewald Lambert is P5. Peter Grobler is P3. Peter Geldenhuis in Maes is P4. Peter Grobler on lap 2 is P3, 0.2 behind Mark Guy. Peter Geldenhuis is P4. Best lap is a 1:23.266. 2.546 off the fastest lap. Mark Guy in Bentley Straight is P3, 0.1 behind Peter Grobler. Mark Guy lost 6th to Ernest Heather. Mark Guy lost P8 to Yuan Niemand. Dewald Lambert is 6th. Best lap is a 1:28.956. 8.236 off the fastest lap. Mike Gear in Wilson is 4th, 0.8 behind Dylan Visaggi. Peter Grobler in Palmer is P6, 0.3 ahead of Dewald Lambert. Dewald Lambert in Hamilton is P8, 0.1 behind Ernest Heather. Yuan Niemand from South Africa in Bentley Straight is 7th on mediums, 0.1 behind Ernest Heather. Yuan Niemand lost 7th to Dewald Lambert. Mike Gear in Senna Straight is 4th, 0.3 behind Dylan Visaggi. Mark Guy is P9, 0.5 behind Yuan Niemand. Mike Gear is P4, 0.3 behind Dylan Visaggi. Mike Gear passed Dylan Visaggi for 3rd. Dewald Lambert in Bentley Straight on lap 4 is P7, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Mark Guy is P9, 0.5 behind Yuan Niemand. DeWald Lambert in Wilson is P7. Best lap is a 1:16.041. 2.810 off the fastest lap. Mark Guy is 9th. 0.3 behind Yuan Niemand. DeWald Lambert in Bentley Straight is P7 on softs, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. Mike Gear in Muddies is 4th, 0.1 behind Dylan Visagie. Mike Gear passed Dylan Visagie for 3rd. Dylan Visagie from South Africa is P4, 0.2 behind Mike Gear. DeWald Lambert is P7, 0.3 behind Ernest Heather. Dylan Visagie is 4th, 0.1 behind Mike Gear. Dylan Visagie was 0.8 faster last lap. DeWald Lambert in Bentley Straight is 7th, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. Peter Grobler entering the pits is 1st. Dylan Visagie in Muddies is 4th, 0.4 behind Mike Gear. Mark Guy in Wilson on lap 7 is P6, 1.0 behind Ernest Heather. Dylan Visagie from South Africa is 4th, 0.3 behind Mike Gear. Mark Guy in Bentley Straight is 6th, 0.5 behind Ernest Heather. Mark Guy is now 5th. DeWald Lambert in Bomb Hole is P6, 0.4 behind Mark Guy. Dylan Visagie is 4th, 0.4 behind Mike Gear. DeWald Lambert in Palmer is P6, 0.5 behind Mark Guy. Dylan Visagie in Bentley Straight is 4th, 0.3 behind Mike Gear. Five minutes remaining in the session. Blake Kruger from South Africa in Bomb Hole is P9 on mediums, 0.9 behind Ernest Heather. Dylan Visagi is 4th, 0.6 behind Mike Gear. Blake Kruger in Bentley Straight is P9. Best lap is a 1:13.631. 0.470 off the fastest lap. Dylan Visagi is 4th, 0.2 behind Mike Gear. Blake Kruger in start finish is 9th, 0.5 behind Ernest Heather. Dylan Visagi in Bentley Straight is 4th, 0.5 behind Mike Gear. Ernest Heather from South Africa is P9 on softs, 0.3 behind Blake Kruger. DeWald Lambert on lap 10 is P6, 0.5 behind Mark Guy. Dylan Visagi in Hamilton is 4th, 1.3 behind Mike Gear. Blake Kruger in Bentley Straight is P8 on mediums, 0.8 behind Yuan Niemann. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is P2. Blake Kruger is P8, 0.4 behind Yuan Niemann. Mark Guy in Bentley Straight is 5th, 0.3 behind Dylan Visagi. Mark Guy passed Dylan Visagi for 4th. DeWald Lambert is 6th on softs, 0.3 behind Dylan Visagi. DeWald Lambert passed Dylan Visagi for 5th. Dylan Visagi in start finish is P6, 0.3 behind DeWald Lambert. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is P5, 0.3 ahead of Dylan Visagie. Dylan Visagie in Bentley Straight is P6, 0.4 behind Dewald Lambert. Dewald Lambert was 13.3 faster last lap. Mike Gear in Palmer is third. Dylan Visagie in Palmer is P6, 0.3 behind Dewald Lambert. Blake Kruger entering the pits is first. The leader has just finished the race. Danny Van Ruyen finished first. Peter Grobler finished 10th. Peter Geldenhuis finished second. Mike Gear finished third. Mark Guy finished P4. Dewald Lambert finished P5. Dylan Visagie finished P6. Yuan Niemann finished P7. Ernest Heather finished 8th. Blake Kruger is P9. Announcer bot is active. Ernest Heather from South Africa is first. Blake Kruger from South Africa is second on mediums. The race session is at Snetterton IRT in Norfolk, Great Britain. The wind speed is 5 km/h from the north-northeast. Peter Grobler is first. Blake Kruger from South Africa is second on mediums. Yuan Yemen from South Africa is P3 on mediums. Ernest Heather from South Africa is fourth on softs. Dylan Visagie from South Africa is fifth. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is P6. Mark Guy from South Africa is P7. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Peter Grobler is first. Blake Kruger is P2. Dewald Lambert is sixth. Mark Guy in Ogies is eighth. Peter Grobler in Nelson is P2 on mediums. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is P4. Danny van Rooyen passed Ernest Heather for third. Mike Geer from South Africa is fifth, 0.3 behind Ernest Heather. Mike Geer passed Ernest Heather for P4. Ernest Heather is fifth. Ernest Heather lost P5 to Peter Geldenhuis. Dewald Lambert is P7. Best lap is a 1:24.715. 3.599 off the fastest lap. Dewald Lambert is now P6. Mark Guy in Bentley Straight is 5th, 0.1 ahead of Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger entering the pits is 1st. Mark Guy is now 5th. Yuan Niemand is 10th, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. Yuan Niemand is now 9th. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa in Wilson is 3rd on mediums, 0.5 behind Mike Gear. Mike Gear on lap 3 is 2nd, 0.4 ahead of Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Geldenhuis in Bentley Straight is P3, 0.6 behind Mike Gear. Mike Gear in start finish on lap 3 is 2nd, 0.6 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Peter Geldenhuis is 3rd, 1.0 ahead of Dewald Lambert. Mike Gear in Bentley Straight is 2nd, 0.4 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Peter Geldenhuis is P3, 0.5 behind Mike Gear. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Dewald Lambert in start finish is P4, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Danny Van Ruyen in Hamilton is P2, 0.7 behind Mike Gear. Dewald Lambert is P4. Danny Van Ruyen is P2, 0.3 behind Mike Gear. Dewald Lambert in Palmer is 4th, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Danny Van Ruyen in Ogies is P2. Best lap is a 1:13.528. Dewald Lambert in Bentley Straight is P4. Best lap is a 1:13.823. .295 off the fastest lap. Is P3 on mediums, 0.1 ahead of DeWald Lambert. Danny Van Ruyen in Okies is P2, 0.8 behind Mike Gear. DeWald Lambert in Corum is 4th, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Grobler in Wilson is 7th, 0.7 behind Dylan Visagi. Peter Geldenhuis in Ogies is 3rd, 0.4 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Dylan Visagi in Bentley Straight is P7, 0.4 behind Peter Grobler. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Peter Geldenhuis in Riches is 3rd, 0.7 behind Danny Van Ruyen. DeWald Lambert in Ogies is 4th, 1.1 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Geldenhuis in Corum is 3rd, 0.9 ahead of DeWald Lambert. DeWald Lambert on lap 10 is P4, 0.8 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Geldenhuis is 3rd, 0.4 behind Danny Van Ruyen. De Wald Lambert in bomb hole is P4, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Danny van Ruyen in Senna Straight is third, 0.2 ahead of De Wald Lambert. Danny van Ruyen lost P3 to De Wald Lambert. De Wald Lambert on lap 11 is third, 0.3 ahead of Danny van Ruyen. De Wald Lambert was 1.8 faster last lap. Mark Guy is 5th, 0.5 behind Danny van Ruyen. De Wald Lambert is 3rd, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Mark Guy in Corum is 5th, 0.5 behind Danny van Ruyen. Mark Guy was 1.6 faster last lap. Danny van Ruyen in Riches is 5th, 0.2 behind Mark Guy. Danny van Ruyen is now 4th. De Wald Lambert is P3, 1.0 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Blake Kruger in start finish is 10. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Blake Kruger is now P9. De Wald Lambert is P3, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Grobler in Agostini is 5th, 0.4 behind Danny van Ruyen. De Wald Lambert in bomb hole is P3, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Grobler in start finish is 5th on mediums, 0.4 behind Danny van Ruyen. Danny van Ruyen was 0.5 faster last lap. Danny van Ruyen in Palmer is P5 battling Peter Grobler. Yuan Niemand is P7, 0.4 behind Dylan Visagi. Yuan Niemand passed Dylan Visagi for P6. Dylan Visagie in Williams is 7th, 1.1 behind Yuan Niemand. Yuan Niemand is P6, 3.1 ahead of Dylan Visagie. Ernest Heather in Mays is 8th. Mike Gear in Palmer is P1, 3.2 ahead of Peter Geldenhuis. Dewald Lambert is 3rd. Peter Geldenhuis in Senna Straight on lap 16 is P2, 3.3 behind Mike Gear. Peter Grobler in Palmer is 4th on mediums, 4.3 behind Dewald Lambert. Ernest Heather in Coram is P8, 0.9 behind Dylan Visagie. Ernest Heather passed Dylan Visagie for 7th. Dylan Visagie entering the pits is 9th. Dylan Visagie exiting pits. Peter Grobler is P4 on mediums, 2.5 behind Dewald Lambert. Blake Kruger in Bentley Straight is 8th, 1.4 behind Ernest Heather. The leader has just finished the race. Mike Gear finished P1. Peter Geldenhuis finished P2. De Wald Lambert finished P3. Peter Grobler finished P4. Yuan Niemand is 5th. Yuan Niemand finished P5. Blake Kruger is 6th. Ernest Head